Y bueno, el día de hoy tenemos un invitado especial. El invitado del día de hoy no habla español, no habla español, pero habla inglés. O sea, tiene algunas nociones de español, pero no habla español. En realidad no habla español. Por eso es que sí se entiende un poquito, pero no es como que lo hable tan fluido. Igual que yo no hablo inglés tan fluido. Pero el día de hoy me estoy esforzando bastante para, bueno, acá entendernos y hacer que esta entrevista pues funcione. Es mi primera entrevista en inglés y estoy muy emocionada. Es la primera entrevista en inglés. Y bueno, pues va a ser, es una banda en realidad la que vamos a entrevistar el día de hoy. Bienvenidos, es un viernes especial en Nada Nuevo. El día de hoy estamos un poco bilingües. Nuestros invitados no hablan español, así que dado las circunstancias, la entrevista será en inglés, pero pondré subtítulos, no se preocupen. Por si acaso estoy un poco oxidada en el inglés. Mi grammar no es el mejor, pero se hace lo que se puede. Así que vamos a darle la bienvenida a Mark Rodríguez, directamente desde Texas, está en Estados Unidos y es de la banda Full in Utopia.
I'm doing good today. It's a good day and it feels good to be talking with you. I'm excited to discuss the band and things like that.
Okay, welcome to the podcast Nothing New. When I listened one of your songs, Lemon to be specific, I wondered why the band is called like that. That's why we will start with that question. What does Full Utopia mean to you? Why is the band names Full Utopia?
So when I was first thinking of a band name about 3 years ago, I wanted to reflect and think about how I fit into this world around us. And it felt as if like we as a human race were taught to live our lives by fitting into this place, by fitting into this world. And we've all just grown up trying to fit in, because it's a place that we thought is the best place. We've been told that this is the way that things are and that we need to fit in. Almost like it's a utopia, like we're just told that this is the perfect place. But it always felt like there was a disconnect, that I felt like a fool for not wanting to fit in and wanting to change things, not feeling like I could fit in, and just accept that this is the way things are. And it has been different over the last year, especially with the pandemic and everything, because there's been a lot of social change. There's been a lot of people speaking up and speaking up for what they believe in, and that this world isn't the best way that things could be. And so it makes me realize that there's a lot of other people out there too that don't believe this is perfect. But that's where it came from originally.
Okay, and how did the band start?
So originally, I was actually a drummer in another band, and we were together in high school, and we actually all split for college. So all of us went all over the place, and I wanted to keep playing music. So I bought a ukulele and I started recording on my computer, and that's where the first album came from. It was kind of just me recording in my dorm room at college. Um, and I began recording these songs, and I was lucky enough to meet a close friend of mine now, Ben, who plays bass for Full in Utopia. And we just started practicing together, learning these songs, and before we knew it, the album was coming out and we started playing live shows. So that was 2019 when the first album released, and we've been playing shows for about a year. And then the pandemic hit and we kind of lost all of our momentum, but that's where we started from. So it's only been a couple of years now.
Okay, uh, I play drums too.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and drums has always been one of the most fun instruments for me, just because I was able to sit down and just smash things, and it becoming a drummer, like I hadn't played drums before that first band that I was in. And so I feel like learning that instrument really helped to shape my sound as Full in Utopia. It kind of just it allowed me to think about things in a different way that I had never really played before, instruments that I hadn't really played before. So
Okay, and now you in the band in Full Utopia, you play guitar, I think.
yes, so in the band I play in the live band because there's actually three of us now that play. So it's myself, Ben on the bass, and Kendall on drums. And for the live shows, I play guitar, ukulele, play some piano sometimes, and I'm also singing. Um, but for most of the recordings and things, I was just doing everything, and bouncing ideas off the other guys, and that's how it really came to be.
Okay, and how many members have Full in Utopia?
So right now it's three people. We were lucky enough to add Kendall as a drummer. We've been looking for somebody for a while, and we just kind of all fit together. So it's Kendall on drums, Ben on the bass, and myself just singing, playing guitar and ukulele and stuff. And it's just us three right now. We want to add another member, probably like a keyboardist slash guitarist. Um, but we'll see when that happens.
Okay, and what inspired you to write songs?
So for me, I've always written down notes or poem like little phrases that kind of stick in my head when I just think about things sometimes. Um, and it's kind of unique. Well, I guess it might not be, but it feels different to me than the way other people write music. Because I feel like a lot of people sit down and try to write all the lyrics for a song, and then like that's the song. Um, but I actually kind of go back through all of my notes and all of my poems and kind of like pick and choose which words that I want to use and make a song from that. So most of the songs that I've written aren't just like one straight poem, I guess you would say. Um, but it's kind of fun that way because it creates like a new meaning to the song than what I had originally intended. So um, yeah, so that's kind of what how my songwriting process works. But inspiration wise, I kind of uh, I kind of just think a lot. I overthink a lot. So there's just like stuff always going. And sometimes I write it down and sometimes I let it just leave because sometimes I'm thinking crazy things. But um, it really just, I really just write about things that I'm experiencing, even though I don't realize it in the moment. Because I can look back and see and read things that I've written and and I'll know what I'm talking about now. But when I'm writing it, it seems like it doesn't even pertain to me. I'm writing things almost from like a different perspective of somebody else. So it's kind of weird because I don't think that I'm writing it about me until way later. So
Okay, and what does your song Lemon mean? I know that lemon is limón in Espanol, but what's mean the song?
so for me, Lemon was one of my first attempts at writing a guitar song. Um, I have never really played guitar before, especially before this album, this upcoming album, and I kind of just wanted it to be, really upbeat, really catchy. But as for the lyrics, I could definitely go through each song and tell you exactly what I mean by it, but I think it kind of takes away from that. I feel like I want each person that listens to these songs to kind of interpret it in their own way and like give their own meaning to it. And I know Lemon's not like a super deep song, you know, it's not like super emotional, but um I think it's more fun for people to just kind of like, you know, take things that other artists have said and kind of just think about their own lives, you know, because sometimes you might not be in the same place as the person writing the music. Sometimes you are, maybe you are, but I think it makes it mean more to you when you give it your own meaning.
Okay. So far, where has the band Full Utopia played?
So we've played a lot of shows in San Antonio, so it's right down the road from Austin. Um, we've also played a couple shows in Austin and San Marcos. Other than that, we've kind of just stayed in this area, trying to build up our following here. We want to go on tour. We promote a lot in South America. We want to. So we'll see. But you know, those are the plans to keep moving forward with that and being able to play, you know, hopefully more throughout Texas, more throughout the US, and also down in South America, because you know we have a lot of people that listen down there, and I think it'd be really cool to connect down there.
Okay. And do you admire any band?
So that band 21 Pilots has been a big inspiration to me. I got really into them in high school, and they definitely helped to develop my music style and like who I am as a person. I'm inspired by a lot more bands too. I listen to tons of more music, but they've definitely been my biggest inspiration, and it's kind of why I started playing ukulele. You know, just trying to follow in their shoes, kind of thing. Um, but I feel like now I'm still trying to find my sound, and I don't think it's identical to theirs anymore. But yeah, they've definitely been my biggest admiration.
Yes, yes. Uh, what plans do you have for the future in your band in Full Utopia?
So, Lemon was actually the first single released from our upcoming album. So, we do have an album coming out. Um, we actually have a new single coming out tonight, called Isla Blue.
Tonight?
So, tonight, yeah, at 11 o'clock, 11 p.m., it's coming out. Yeah, this is June 10th. So, it should be out by June 11th. So, it'll be out. Um, by the time this drops. But and then there'll be another single after that that isn't announced yet, and then we'll have the album. And so super excited for that. The album sounds killer. Um, other than that, other than the music, you know, we're hoping to start playing some more shows. You know, to start branching out. Um, and you know, if there's enough people that want us in South America, Central America, you know, we'll now that the restrictions for the pandemic are kind of lifting, you know, I think that's what we want to do. I think we kind of want to go on a little bit of a world tour, even if it's just us. We'll see. But yeah.
Okay. Okay, Mark Rodriguez, thank you so much. I hope to invite you for our next opportunity. I like your music. Your band is it's so good. I like the it's like I know Full Utopia because I listen Lemon. I listen Lemon in
Mhm.
YouTube, and it's like
Mhm.
the sound and the leather is so for me it's so good. I think it's like have I like the rhythm. Okay, I like the rhythm.
Okay. Yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
rhythm. Your voice is so good. I think in the I don't know how to say that coro.
Thank you.
in, okay, I like
Mhm.
also the guitar. It's so good. Like all the sound. I think I like and you know I am in Peru. I think
Mhm.
after the pandemic If you come to Peru, you can call me like Nada Nuevo. I'm gonna go if you maybe have a like a presentation or something like that.
Yeah,
Of course.
and I hope we do. I hope we do. You know, the people down in South America and Peru and Chile, everyone has been like very. Everybody messages me. You know, anybody that's followed, I've just heard so many people from there that have really connected. And so I want to come down there and see what the vibes are. You know, but yeah, thank you so much for having me. Hopefully we can do it again after the album's out. I don't know, but um, it was super fun. It was nice to meet you too. So
Thank you so much to accept the invitation and be Nada Nuevo.
yes, thank you so much. I had such a great time. Muchas gracias. And I hope we can do it again.
Yes, of course. Bueno, chicos, esto fue todo en Viernes Especial, en Nada Nuevo. Esperemos que cuando Mark en Full Utopia saque su álbum, ¿no? Justo hoy está sacando una nueva canción en la noche. Estamos grabándolo un jueves. Entonces, esto va a salir el viernes. Así que se supone que para ese entonces ya habrá salido la nueva canción. Los podemos encontrar en YouTube. Full Utopia, it's in YouTube like Full Utopia, yes?
Mm-hmm. Three words. Tres palabras.
In Utopia, full in Utopia. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you search full Utopia, Lemon, this is the song that it's so good. Also, and tonight it's gonna be other song. I think it's gonna be nice. Muy bonita la canción. Hoy también, bueno, la voy a escuchar. Y bueno, felicidades. Y para una próxima oportunidad, espero que lo tengamos a Marc acá para seguir conversando. Creo que va a seguir sacando muy buenas canciones. Él está en Estados Unidos, yo acá en Perú. Estamos intentando ahí que fluya el inglés, porque yo estoy un poquito oxidada, pero ahí vamos, como que sí se entiende, sí nos entendemos. Creo que nos entendemos más o menos, bastante bien, creo, ¿eh? Bastante bien. ¿Cómo lo ves?
Sí.
You understand me and I understand you too, like
A little
so.
bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like so.
Yes, ok. Bueno, esto fue todo en un episodio especial de Viernes Especial y Nada Nuevo con Full in Utopia with Mark Rodríguez en un episodio en Spanglish. Muchas gracias a todos y muchas gracias sobre todo a Mark Rodríguez y Full in Utopia.
Don't stop me when you don't know what to do. 'Cause baby, you keep me grooving. And baby, you keep me level like the blue. You keep me level like the